Hey y'all, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. I missed my Entertainment Friday episode. I apologize. I was still getting over being very
Your
sick.
skin, my guy. It's not even that hard. Oh my god.
So I apologize for that. So I'm gonna combine
Hello, guys. I
last
know you
Friday
like a good
and
horror movie.
Mondays. So this will be Entertainment Friday with Scaretactic Monday in it. I hope that's okay with you guys. I apologize. This movie is brought to you by Movie Studio HD. Um, and these are what? Terrifying Netflix horror movies of 2021 that you don't want to watch alone. Or you should not watch alone. So let's just get into it. And then I can get off here and go eat.
And today I'm going to bring you the best horror movies for you watch now. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave the like in the video.
Sorry, I hate clowns with a burning passion.
And don't forget to follow me on social media. Now let's check out these amazing movies. A skillfully executed slow burn thriller for a cynical age, The Invitation begins on an ominous note as bearded LA hipster Will, Logan Marshall Green, in the midst of a petty argument with his girlfriend Kira, Emayatsi Coronildi, hits a coyote with his car. Unwilling to let the poor injured creature suffer, Will fetches a tire iron.
Oh, starting off with that one that you shouldn't watch alone. I watched it alone. I did not like it. I gave it on Letterboxd. I gave it like 2 or 3 stars. It was a very slow burn.
From his trunk, and quickly dispatches it just off camera. Shaken, he gets back into the car, and the couple continues on their way to a dinner party being thrown by Will's ex-wife Edith, Tammy Blanchard, and her new beau David, Mitchell Wiesman, at the stylish mid-century modern home Eden and Will used to share. Will hasn't seen his ex for 2 years, and is understandably anxious about their reunion. But everything, Kira assures him, will be fine. With this simple setup, director Karen Kusama establishes the near-apocalyptic sense of dread that will dominate the rest of the film. Going by its title alone, The Autopsy of Jane.
I watched this one too. These are on Shudder, guys. Like the first two that they've shown so far are on Shudder. This one was actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Very interesting.
Jane Doe sounds like a Faces of Death knockoff, or maybe one of those Japanese gore videos from the 80s, like the one that made Charlie Sheen call the cops, because he thought he was watching a real snuff film. No such mistakes could possibly be made about Norwegian director Andre Øvredal's follow-up to his breakout hit Trollhunter, not for a lack of gore, but thanks to its self-imposed stylistic restraint. Emil Hirsch and Brian Cox co-star as Austin and Tommy Tilden, a father-son coroner team tasked with performing an emergency autopsy on an unidentified woman, found in a shallow grave at the scene of a murder. The assumption is that this woman, the Jane Doe of the title, was one of the victims. But as the Tildens crack open her chest with a giant pair of pliers and begin poking around, it becomes obvious that Jane Doe is no ordinary corpse. Large chunks of the film are devoted to the autopsy, with voice of experienced Cox providing expository narration as he digs around. Each new step provides a new clue to those true.
Sorry, my internet's fluctuating. Go figure.
Identity, playing out like a murder mystery, where the clues are inside the victim's body. The best way to describe the procedure itself is clinical explicit but not exploitative, with the camera, for the most part, maintaining a professional distance from the proceedings. A horror fantasy about the worst fears of parents and children.
I watched this one too. This one's sad.
Before I Wake imagines a married couple, Jesse, Kate Bosworth, and Mark, Thomas Jane, trying to move on after their son's death.
It does have some really great elements, like scary elements to it. Like the scene right here on the screen now was one of my absolute favorite artistic, captivating moments in it.
By taking in an 8-year-old orphan who's gone from foster home to foster home under mysterious circumstances. Waiting for the new arrival, Mark screws grab bars to the tub wall, their boy drowned in the bath, which is basically every first time parent's nightmare, while Jesse takes down the family photos from the living room, enacting an unwittingly creepy ritual of preparation, skewed in a horror movie's exposition. The things adults think will make kids safe seem conspiratorial and
That was disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting and gruesome and freaked me out. Like, I think it's just as bad as a tarantula coming out of an open skull from the mouth.
sick. But slyly, the film keeps turning viewer sympathies about who might be the bigger threat to whom. As the new foster parents soon discover, the kid, Cody, Room's Jacob Tremblay, possesses a dangerous supernatural power, and when he falls asleep, his dreams haunt the house. Projections of a small child's manias. Butterflies are Cody's favorite subject, and uneasy thoughts about grown-ups and themselves. Often, Cody dreams of the dead son, Sean, Antonio Romero, the little boy's face unnervingly frozen in the rictus of the only photo of him he's seen. Unlikable characters, bad decisions,
Hey, a movie I haven't seen finally.
gloomy spaces. Throw them together and you have a recipe for an effective horror movie, at least of the kind that had its heyday in the 1980s, when audiences rooted for killers to butcher whole casts of teenage and 20-something nuisances. If you've seen one of these films, you've seen most of them. Their formula was primal but effective. Kids go to the woods, kids get dead. Writer-director Elle Callahan plays with that formula in her debut feature.
And there's a stupid commercial. Go figure. Oh, sorry. I'm not a fan of commercials at all under any circumstances. I think they're pointless unless they're selling you something that is actually worth anything.
New feature, Head Count. Set against the seemingly safe splendor of Joshua Tree in California, the film gathers 10 millennial-aged
Wow, that is some really gruesome cuts on her wrist. Wow.
characters in a rental house for some carefree vacation festivities. But there's an 11th in their midst. The Hisji.
I apologize about the lighting on my face, by the way. The sun is trying to start slowly coming down and it's coming right through the blinds that are closed, mind you. That's why it's got like this weird glare on my glasses and stuff because the blinds are closed and it's coming through the little slits for the rope threads. I don't know.
A malicious shape-shifting entity inadvertently summoned at the start of the film by Evan, Isaac J. Evan, who begins seeing doubles of his friends everywhere, slowly starts to suspect that the Hisji isn't a harmless creepypasta after all. His pals think he's a major buzzkill that is, until about 45 minutes into the film, when a casual game of Never Have I Ever goes fearfully awry. Poltergeist is a Spielberg film, no matter what the credits say. His stylistic fingerprints are all over the movie, never more so than in the opening third, which turns a suburban haunting into an occasion for Spielbergian movie magic, before
I love Poltergeist. Just saying. Absolutely amazing.
the ghosts get down to business.
It always terrified me when the TV would go fuzzy after I watched Poltergeist. Anytime the TV would go fuzzy, I'd be like, oh no, we gotta turn it off like right away. Because even in the Ring movies, the screen would go fuzzy after her little spiel of coming out of the well situation.
Even when things go awry, and a family loses its youngest to a spectral plane, the playful visual wit never ceases. Household objects dance harmoniously in the air, skeletons spring up like props in a Halloween spook house, and tennis balls are tossed through the ghostly void. Maybe Poltergeist really is a family film. Kids need to have
I hate clouds. I saw the cloud of the corner. I'm so sorry. I like froze up for a second. I almost couldn't like hit the freaking button. Oh, I hate clowns so much. Forgot there's clowns in this one.
nightmares about something, after all, and
It's literally been a while since I've seen this.
Spielberg's dazzling contraption of a movie guarantees a safe landing. A real Tobe Hooper movie wouldn't offer such an assurance. And if you've watched it so far, comment on terror now for me to give you a cookie. You don't have to subscribe to the channel and leave the like in the video. Thank you so much for watching so far, and I'll see you in the next video.
I was like, is that it? That's not it. Maybe it is it. Okay, I guess that's all. So, the only one I haven't seen is Head Count. I thought there would be more to it, but I guess not. As for should you or should you not watch these alone, I don't think they're that bad. I was expecting to see like Lights Out or Jeepers Creepers or, something like that nature. But we didn't see that. But that's okay. But I hope that you enjoy this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. I apologize. I'm trying to stay more up to date now that I am feeling better. I am back at work. So with that being said, there will be a Entertainment Friday this Friday. Bye, guys.